And our co-founders really just painted the vision of what we're doing with the company. And let me tell you, the timing of you seeing this information and getting trained really is no time better than now. Okay. But I'm going to pass it over to a gentleman that is highly respected. He is my personal friend and a direct mentor. He has made a huge impact in our company and trained a lot of people. And he's actually going to go over the information of our opportunity as well as a quick video. And if you get a chance to connect with, we call him JT, Mr. Jonathan Thomas, you'll see the passion behind what he's doing and why so many people want to be involved right now. So I'm going to pass it over to my personal mentor, like I said, top producing regional vice president, Mr. Jonathan Thomas.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Charlene. And guys, could we give Charlene a round of applause for opening the call? Don't you just love her energy? It's just infectious. Her leadership is incredible, and we just appreciate her and what she does. And we appreciate all of you for jumping on a Tuesday night. We're excited. Like she said, we just came out of a convention where it's incredible. We learned new things, and you're going to learn those things tonight. Trust me, if you're sitting down, you're going to be on the floor by the time you hear about what we're talking about for the remainder of 2024. It's going to be incredible, guys. So I'm excited. My name is JT, or Jonathan Thomas. Been a business owner for quite some time. I saw this opportunity preferably about 11 years ago. It was an individual brought me out, showed me this plan. And guys, it made so much sense. In 5 minutes, it made sense, guys. I jumped right into it. Didn't have a lot of time because I was super busy with other business, but I put about 5 hours a week. And here we are 11 years later, guys. And now when over 10,000 customers pay a bill every month, we're able to receive a check whether we work or not. And that's really no thanks to me and what I've done and my hard work. It's really just because the simple system that we have here is just too simple. And we're going to train on that simple system tonight, guys. So I'm going to share with you what it is that we do, because maybe you're seeing this for the first time, or maybe this is your second time seeing what we do. So I'm going to show you exactly what we do, and then we're going to get into some trainings. Okay, so let's talk about raising the bar. This year, we're going to raise the bar, but let's get into why technology is so key. Right now, you know, technology is taking over business. You saw what happened with Blockbuster. Look what happened with Netflix and Blockbuster. Netflix took over. We no longer have Blockbuster. I was telling someone earlier, I was a little sad behind that because I like to go on Friday nights and rent me a movie, rent me some video games. That was my childhood, guys. So I miss Blockbuster, but Netflix is just so much, so incredible. It's so convenient, right? Airbnb, just look what it's doing to the hotel industry. Guys, a lot of people go to Airbnb first. You know, you have Uber that has disrupted the taxi business. Amazon disrupted the Toys R Us. But now we have a product, Impact Health Sharing, that is disrupting the entire broken health insurance industry. And because of technology, peer-to-peer, we're able to do something that has never been done before. And just watch where we're going to be in the next 5 years. If all of you decide to participate, you are going to love the fact that you're going to make money and help people at the same time. So let's talk about the healthcare. I'm going to queue up a quick video, and then I'll be back to share with you the highlights from our healthcare service. So give me a thumbs up if you can hear the video.
Hi, I'm Phil Chrysler, President and CEO of Impact Health Sharing. Healthcare sharing grew over 1,000% in the last decade alone. Why? Because it's an alternative to the high cost of insurance. Typically, you'll pay 30 to 50% less. Some reasons why? We're not for profit. So we have no profit motives that typically cause conflict between members, providers, shareholders, and the executive team. None of that exists with healthcare sharing, and certainly with Impact. You can stop overpaying, my friends. Here is a quick video that highlights the opportunity for all of us to be a disruptor in the industry. Enjoy.
Healthcare spending made up 5% of total U.S. GDP in 1960. In 2020, spending hit almost 20%.
National polls show Americans believe healthcare prices and drug costs are among their top pocketbook concerns.
Over the past 20 years, the runaway cost of health insurance has outpaced earnings and inflation, leaving our families with less freedom and less money. Families, small businesses, and individuals alike are struggling to find a way to pay for the healthcare they can't seem to afford. So how are we going to solve this problem? All over the world, technology is changing the way people and society connect and interact. The result? Countless industries are disrupted. But while the rest of the world has changed, insurance and the way we pay for healthcare remains broken and largely the same. What if there was a way we could all pay for healthcare that simply worked better and felt better than insurance? Well, today there is. We are Impact Health Sharing. We are a network of families, individuals, business owners, and small entrepreneurs who want to see the old way of doing things change. We use technology to connect tens of thousands of individuals and families across the nation to simply share and pay each other's medical bills. Old problems can be solved when people come together to leverage their sense of community with technology to control the cost of healthcare.
My friends, what we are simply doing is leveraging your sense of community with technology to control the cost of healthcare. I hope you'll join us. Next.
All right, guys. So like he said in the video, I hope you join us because we truly are the Uber, the Airbnb of what we're doing in healthcare. Better, works better, feels better than insurance, better coverage, better value, and just some highlights. Covers all major comprehensive medical, illness, accident, maternity, preventative care, also up to 70% in savings. Guys, there's an annual household deductible of $2,500, not per family member like most insurance does as well. Now, we also are able to choose physician and facility. You can go to any doctor in the United States. And guess what? If you decide to travel and go to Cabo, I know you guys love to travel, and you get hurt or something happens to you, guess what? Impact Health also covers you when you go out of the country. Now, we know in most traditional insurance, there's their network, their facility. They're going to send you there. And if you go outside of their network, there is a hefty fine to pay going outside of the network. Okay, so we don't have that problem. Lower prescription pricing than anywhere. We have lower co-pays and co-shares and provider fees, not to mention 24/7 telehealth service for free, unlimited. You can get a live doctor. And we're also able to help migrants with no social security, guys, as long as they have an ITIN number. Mental health is also covered, which is included. But guys, they just announced that also they're about to announce in the next 1 month, maybe 2 months, the max, they're going to announce dental and vision. Okay, so we can give a round of applause for that. Dental and vision is coming as well. We're going to be able to have that as a part of the plan. And not to mention, there is a new study that they're doing. They're doing a beta testing for naturopathic remedies to actually lower your deductible PRA, guys. So I'm excited about what Impact is doing. We're truly doing something amazing. But how are we able to do this? Well, simply there's a marketing company by the name of ACN. They've done an incredible job since 1993, 31 years in business. They're not a startup, and they are the largest when it comes to telecom, energy, and essential services, guys. A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau. When I saw these logos, by show of hand, who here uses a cell phone? By show of hand, who here uses the internet? That better be everybody's hand, because you wouldn't be on the Zoom. You'll get kicked off, right, if you didn't have internet. Guys, we do essential services. No matter what the economy says, people have to pay these bills, and we get the opportunity to make money when people pay essential bills. Guys, look at what we're doing here. So many incredible services, and we just added some new services, but you got to stay in the training, because we're going to share with you everything that they talked about at the national convention that we did this weekend. All right, so let's talk about free services. You're also able to get free energy. If you guys get 12 customers, you acquire 12 accounts, you are able to get up to free electricity or gas as well. So get those bills for free, guys. Feeding America is a thing that I'm very passionate about. So imagine every time we get a service, we feed a hungry child. I think that deserves a round of applause. So everybody put your hands together, because not only can you help people save money, you can feed hungry children through this amazing opportunity. Now, there is the ways that we make money. There's 4 different ways. We're going to get into more of this when it comes to the compensation plan, but just know that the first way we make money is upfront bonuses. So imagine every time you get a handful of customers, you can make a bonus. Now imagine getting 5 customers, making 200, getting 3 more customers, making another 200, and another 200, and another 200. Guys, there is no limit and no cap to how much you want to make on a weekly basis. Notice I said weekly basis. There is no limit, no cap. Now let's talk about the second way. The second way is the reason we are excited on this call, because some of you may make a lot of money, but have no time. Some of you like, man, I need yesterday's money. I don't make a lot of money and I ain't got no time, or I have a lot of time and no money, right? So here's the thing with this opportunity, guys, how often do people have to pay a bill? All of us, every 30 days. How long do we have to pay the bill? For the rest of our life. So imagine getting paid for the rest of your life and then some, right? Because you could will this to your children and make up to 20% of the bill, whether it be residential or commercial, guys. This is amazing because you get the opportunity to build an amazing business. Now, we do have another way we're able to make income. You can share this opportunity with others. And I love this part because there are business owners that want to learn how to make money on essential services, right? Maybe their healthcare for their employees, maybe their electric bill, their gas bill, or any other bill, and even more so, other services that we have coming to help. Well, guys, you can make 4% every time those customers pay a bill month after month, year after year. So imagine you build a team, you talk to others, they get involved, and you build a team and you get up to 5,000 customers, or maybe 10,000 customers, or maybe 50,000 customers, and you're making 4% of all those bills being paid every month. So guys, this is incredible. And I love the fact that it's affordable. One time, $2.99 to start up, $25 a month. Are you kidding me, guys? I was joking with somebody the other day that I do CRM systems for businesses, okay? Do you know that one of my CRM systems for a business is over $300 a month? Not one time, a month. Guys, look at this business. You can do it in Canada, in the US, have a global footprint of what we're doing here. And guys, this is incredible. Personal website, training and marketing, Salesforce does the back office, and IBO support. And you get loyalty rewards. This is incredible, guys. So one time, $2.99, $25 a month. Now, I get the opportunity to bring up some individuals right now that are seeing a massive success, doing incredibly well. And they've been in this business for a short period of time. And I want you to hear from them. And the first person I'm going to bring up, she is what we call a regional coordinator, doing very well. She has a full-time job, but does this business on the side within the cracks of her schedule, doing incredible. And I want to bring up none other than regional coordinator, Ms. Jessica Vargas. Ms. Jessica, are you there?
Hi. Yes, I am. Thank you so much, JT. And I'm just so blessed to be with this company. My name is Jessica Vargas. I'm in the Houston, Texas market. My occupation is yoga instructor, Pilates, and also oil and gas. I joined this business a few years ago. I have about almost 300 customers and growing and 25 business partners. And it's all due to the simple training and support of this ACN system. So thank you for allowing me to talk.
Awesome. Well, thank you. So can we give Ms. Jessica a round of applause? And Jessica, let me ask you a quick question, if you could unmute. Have you done anything like this before? Like, is this something you've done before? You've owned a business before or anything like that?
Never owned a business. I've been working corporate America for since I was 16 years old. So that's all I've known. And this industry was completely brand new and I did not know this existed. So I am all in.
Wow. Well, awesome. Well, you heard from her first, guys. All you got to do is follow a simple system. Incredible job. Thank you, Jessica, for your testimonial. And then the next person I want to bring up, she's a business owner, super busy. You know, she's from the great land of Germany, an incredible individual. We love her spirit. And again, she joined us tonight to share with you guys how this business has been for her. And that's none other than Regional Director, Miss Tina Ziegler. Miss Tina, call's all yours.
Thank you, JT, and thank you for this amazing presentation. Wow. Yeah, thank you for letting me speak. My name is Tina Ziegler. I'm a multiple business owner. I do a lot of charity. I'm very passionate about the arts, so I'm super busy and 24/7. And I found this business just a little while ago, and it makes so much sense because residual income is what we need. Like, you may have many businesses, but you can't do without residual income, different streams of residual income. That's the secret, and not be stuck just with one. And that's what intrigued me. And it's very simple. And we have, thanks to the simple system that we follow, it makes so much sense. And you can do this within just a couple of hours a week. And thanks again for being mentor. Thank you.
Of course. No, thank you, Tina. And you know, Tina also, you know, just you heard from her first, like she's a business owner, she's busy, she has a lot going on, but the simple system is all you need to see success, guys. And if you follow the simple system that we're going to talk about in the training right now, I promise you, you will see success. Just follow the simple system around your schedule. So guys, I'm going to kick off the training, and the person I'm going to bring up, we're going to start the training. But the one thing I want to tell everybody is when we start this training, just understand you want to take notes. Okay. It's better to have a long pen than a short memory. You're not going to know everything, right? So let's take some notes, take some screenshots, take some pictures, because there's going to be a lot of information. And I promise you, you do not want to miss the customer acquisition training from Mr. David, because he's going to go over the new services, why they're important, and how big this opportunity just got just this past weekend. It was already big, but now it's astronomical. So without being said, I'm going to bring up somebody who's going to go over the compensation plan basics. He is an incredible leader. We love him. You guys know him. He's a realtor and a new dad, doing incredibly well, and I appreciate his leadership so much. So I want to give it up to none other than Regional Director, Mr. Marshall Stewart.
Wow, round of applause, everybody, for our fearless leader, Regional Vice President, Mr. Jonathan Thomas. What a phenomenal job of introducing our business and what we do and the opportunity that we have at hand. So thank you for your leadership and all that you mean to all of us. But wow, look at all these beautiful faces that we're seeing here on screen. It's good to see you. What's up, Tuan? Good to see you. Joy, Rena, Silas, Chris, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Faustina, Jennifer, Charlene, Melody, all of you with your shining faces beaming through the camera. My name is Marshall. I'm here in the Houston marketplace. And as you heard from JT, I am a regional director in this business. And outside of it, I'm a real estate entrepreneur. I'm a husband, a new father, man of faith, and all these different titles. But what I'm very thankful to the good Lord about this business is because it changed my life, and it did so in a way that I never expected. See, I grew up in the traditional mindset of you get your job, work 9 to 5. And, I followed that path. And after a layoff, that got me into real estate. And I learned very quickly there are some ups and downs in that industry. Some of you might understand that. So I knew very quickly that I might need a plan B to offset all of these rugs being pulled out from underneath me. So has anybody ever realized maybe a plan B might be a good idea in a season like this? And that was me a few years ago. A friend of mine showed me this business. I got started right away, but just like Mr. Thomas, I had very little time. So I followed the system that you're learning here tonight. I followed the leaders like you're hearing from this evening. And over a few hours a week, you just build it, and I just built it and got more and more customers, more and more partners that turned into thousands of customers that we acquired together, and hundreds of business partners, and bought me a lot of flexibility. So the fact that I am a new father, I have the ability to spend more time with my family in this very critical season. And so I get the opportunity to talk about how that happened. How was I able to create a compensation that bought me a lot of flexibility, and many other leaders here on this line, and those of you getting started, what your next steps will look like. We're going to talk about the basics of the comp plan. And so understand that this business is very, very important, because we only earn income when customers are acquired. We're not just looking for joiners. That does nothing for anybody once you enroll and you get your website up and running. That just gets you in position to make money. But when we acquire customers together, we all earn income together. So those of you who are getting started or even restarted in the season, your next goal within the next 24 to 48 hours is you want to get a total of 5 services that equal at least 10 points. 5 services, 10 points. Why? You're going to pay yourself your first promotion and payout of $200. That also opens the faucet for residual income, and you can graduate to our Friday night leadership course and you learn more about the business from a leader's perspective. And we make money in 2 different ways. We get paid the long-term mailbox earn while you sleep money called residual income, which is what all of us want, is money just coming in whether we work or not. But since that takes time, ACN also pays upfront bonuses as well for the customers that we acquire ourselves and as a team. So I'm going to start by just talking a little bit about the residual or the recurring income that comes in monthly. Okay. So you're going to want to take a picture or a screenshot of this, because this showcases a lot of the services that we have available in the United States. And there's even more in Canada, right? But all of these services here have a point value attached to them. You guys see that? There's a point value attached to them. And so what you're going to want to do is you want to collectively get as many points as possible to add up to a total of 200 points over time. Okay. And the reason why is because over time, whatever that means to you, for me, I wanted to maximize that as quickly as possible. For people on the line, they did that as quickly as possible. You're going to unlock the full amount of money that ACN wants to pay you. That's 20%, which you heard from Mr. Thomas in the presentation. Once you cross that 200-point milestone, they're going to give you that full payout of 20% monthly of all the services you acquire personally over time. And you're going to unlock more and more levels along the way on that journey to 200 plus points. And it also unlocks levels of your team. So get with your leader and, graduate to our Friday night leadership class to be able to learn those specifics. But here's what we're going to focus on tonight. We're going to focus on the most simple and lucrative services, and you're going to hear more about that from one of our top regional directors here shortly. Okay, so more services to come, but again, your goal over time personally is to acquire 200 or more personal points. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example of why it's so important for you to maximize the residual income and get those points. You're going to hear a testimonial from a real live business owner that is unbelievable when you hear how much income that we're talking here, income potential. So I'm going to play this video and then we'll be right back to talk about it.
Thanks, Harsh. I appreciate you having me on the call. Yeah, I've been in the aerospace industry going on 40 years. We have 130 employees between 2 facilities, one here in Connecticut, one in Fort Worth, Texas. And we currently are offering Impact as an option to our standard insurance offering with Cigna. And we have 9 employees that have taken advantage of that so far. Others are very interested. And just with those 9 employees, we're saving $7,000 a month over what it would have cost us with Cigna. Not only that, but this past year, our renewal with Cigna was over $1 million. And we got a quote from Impact. And if all of our employees switched to Impact, that cost would be $360,000. So I don't know if they're all going to switch, but that number looked pretty enticing to me. On top of the things that Craig said about the great service and member-centric approach that Impact has, it's been a great thing. I love introducing this to other business owners because they can take advantage of the savings, they can take advantage of the residuals, and give back more to their employees.
Did you guys hear that? He was actually going to be charged $1 million a year for his health care for all of his employees. With Impact, that not only dropped his annual expense for healthcare for his employees to $360,000, which is well over a $600,000 savings, but he's also a business partner in this business. He's going to make residual income on that, right? So that's super exciting every month. But think about this. What if that person happened to land in your team? and you got paid 4% of all of those, customers signing up as his employees. You have the ability to do that, but to maximize that residual income, you got to get your personal points along the way, right? So that's the power, and that's why we're so excited about Impact. And the beautiful thing too is as you get more and more points and you help more and more people, you're going to promote to higher positions in this business. So your goal is you want to get to where Ms. Ziegler is at, regional director, as quickly as possible, because that's a life-changing position where it gives you a lot of options and you have choices. So how do we get there? First and foremost, those of you that got started or are getting started tonight, your first goal, do you remember what it is? 5 services, 10 points. When you do that, 5 services, 10 points, any combination of that, you get paid your first bonus of $200 right away. Do that as quickly as possible, because people here on this team have led by example by doing that in their first 24, 48 hours. And it gives you a story to be able to tell people. Okay. Don't stop there though. For me, I signed up everything I could that made sense for me. My wife and I combined for 8 services. And what we learned just by signing up services in our own household is we paid ourselves a $400 bonus just for setting up services ourselves. Right? And there's no limit to how much of those bonuses you can earn, because every additional 3 services and 6 points that you get an extra $200. So remember, after the first 5 services and 10 points, every additional 3 services and 6 points gives you another 200, unlimited. Okay, so there's people who make some serious side income just by doing this, getting customers and setting up services along the way. But what's beautiful is eventually you're going to promote to the position of executive team leader. This is an exciting position, because what happens is once you start building out a team and helping other people have success along with you, you get paid $50 every time somebody new joins and they reach their first promotion. Do you remember what it takes to get the first promotion? 5 services, 10 points. So every time someone new joins the team and gets that promotion, the executive team leader, like Miss Rena Edmond here on the line, she would get paid $50 every time somebody new does that in her team. Very exciting. What if 10 people do that in a month? That's an extra $500 for Rena. What if 10 new people get their promotion in a week in her team? That's $500 that week. There are some times that executive team leaders get some serious money on that, but especially for you new people, when we help you reach executive team leader in your first 30 days, you'll also be in a position to earn $500 extra dollars. So on top of all the compensation we're talking about, there's an extra $500 on the line for you that we're going to help you receive, not just in your first 30 days, but people here on this team, we don't let our minimums be our maximums. We have people that are getting this done in a week, and it's exciting to see. So when you blast through executive team leader, eventually, as you and your team get more and more points, you will eventually promote to regional coordinator, where Miss Vargas is. Now things get interesting. And the reason why she's beaming so much is not just because of who she is, it's because of the kind of income that she's able to earn. $150 now is available every time somebody new joins her team and they get their first promotion. What's their first promotion? 5 services, 10 points. So every time somebody new does that, she would get paid $150. So what happens when 20 people join her team in a particular month and they all get their qualifying customers? That's $3,000 extra dollars for Jessica, along with her yoga business and her oil and gas business and her bowling stuff and everything that she does, right? That's some serious money. What happens if 20 people join her business in a week? Well, that's an extra $3,000 for Jessica that week. And that means the party is all on her. She's going to pay for all of us to have a great time, right? So that's what's possible. $3,000 if 20 people, however quickly that happens. And to get here is a very, very fun position. But regional coordinator, when you do this in your first 90 days, for those of us that have been able to do that, and we've got people here on the line that did it in 30 days, right? So we can teach you how to do it. You'll get an extra $1,000 just because we've helped you cross that threshold get 200 customers between you and your team in 90 days, $1,000 extra dollars. So there's some serious money on the table for many of you. But regional director, why we talk so highly about this position is because this is where a lot of people can make the choice to go full-time, to walk away from jobs that they might not enjoy, or maybe support a loved one much better, or have flexibility like it's done for me and my family. $250 would get paid to the regional director every time somebody new joins their team and gets their first promotion. 5 services, 10 points is that first promotion. So when a regional director promotes, that's 600 points between you and your team. Let's say, as an example, 30 people join your business as a regional director and they all get their qualifying promotion. That's an extra $7,500 when that happens. That could happen in a month. That can happen in a week. There are some people that have experienced some crazy momentum and seen a lot of new business partners and people getting customers together as a regional director. And what's exciting is over time, the bonuses are just to help get us launched. They're available to get us that now money. But as you keep getting customers between you and your team, eventually your residual income is going to outgrow everything that you earn in bonus money. So that's why it's so exciting to, master the basics and understand how much money is on the table for all of us. And now that you understand how we can make money here, let's talk about how we can get customers. And there is literally nobody here better trained and better equipped to be able to explain this, because this gentleman is not only one of the top customer getting regional directors out there, 300 plus personal customer points, but he's also a real estate professional as well. He's a man of many trades, but a man of such a beautiful heart and spirit, my brother in Christ. And that's none other than regional director out of McAllen, Texas, Mr. David Olivares. David, call is yours, brother.
Good evening, Brother Marshall Stewart. Great, fantastic composition training. Let's give him a huge round of applause. I am jumping out of my seat. It's like I want to go get customers, and once you know the compensation plan, you know what your map is to make the money that you need. So thank you for your leadership. Thank you for always going the extra mile to help people out. It was great to see you up in Dallas, and look forward to seeing you up in Cleveland, brother, right? Now, my background is in the real estate field. I'm going to try and keep my intro short because I want to go into the meat and potatoes we have. I took a look at this back in 2016. It made perfect sense. I was time broke. I fell in love, first of all, with the people. I mean, I'd never seen anything like this before, even in my corporate world, if you want to call it that. So that meant a lot to me. And of course, getting paid over and over and over and over and over again on services that people are going to use for the rest of their life, and it's willable to, gosh, So anyway, I do real estate part-time now, but this is one of my primary sources of income now. So let's get into creating a big database of customers, guys. All right. I have a lot of information. I'm excited. I'm really excited here. I wish you guys, with those who didn't make it to Dallas, oh my gosh, you have to be in Cleveland. Do not miss Cleveland. Whatever it takes, get up there, right? So anyway, all right, let's start making some money today. First thing you want to be able to do is know where you're going to find customers. So important. 3 key places where we're going to talk about right now. First is you, in big, bold, red letters. We're going to talk about the importance of you being a customer in one of the slides, right? So definitely, if you can sign up for the service, get it, right? You need your inventory, right? You can't open any type of business without any type of inventory. You need your equipment, you need your tools, you need your products. So you want to be able to have your tools, right? Those are your services. People who say no to your business, right? Not everybody's going to want to make money right now, or they might not ever want to make money in this business, but you know what they're using? The services. And of course, you have everybody else. We have a special method that we use. We call these the words that work: favor, why, help, support. But when you're new, and you know what? Being frank, even me that I've been doing this, and a lot of us have been doing this for years, the first two ways that you see here are still our primary sources of acquiring customers, right? So that's why we concentrate on the first two sources. Next, think like a business owner, benefits to becoming your own customer, creates belief in the services, you get paid and promoted fast, you learn the sign of process, get paid in your own services up to 20%, just like Mr. Stewart mentioned. Do not leave money on the table, right? ACN will go back to the very first service you connected, your very first month, and they'll give you the highest percentage that you have. If you're at 20%, they will pay you 20%. They don't, shortchange you. And you go from selling to sharing. Nobody likes to be sold to, but they like to be uh, recommended something or shared something with them, right? That's speaking from the heart, right? Not from the pocketbook. Next, I actually focus on doing this every single month. Even if you're past your first 30 days, you want to do this the first 24 to 48 hours of the moment that you start your business or when that month starts, right? AC in your life with your own bills. What can you get to get your 5 services? Just an example. Healthcare, electricity, gas, identity theft protection, your cell phone services. We have a crazy, crazy cell phone promotion right now we're going to talk about a little bit. Same thing on Vivint, right, which are home security systems. These services have the higher residual payouts. They're long-term. In other words, they'll pay you for the life of the customer, right? And having the knowledge of these services is going to really help create belief with your customers. Now, questions from your potential future customers and your team members, right? The best trained team wins. Remember that, write that down. The best trained team wins, right? You can be excited all you want, but if nobody knows what the heck they're doing, you have a club, right? Do you have it? When you're acquiring customers and your business partners are going to ask you, this is straight up truth. Hey, do you have Zoom Energy? Do you have ID Seal? Do you have an Impact? If you say no, they're going to second guess their belief in getting the service from you, or maybe even being your partner and them getting the service too, right? Does the service work? Hey, does the cell phone service work? Do you have good signal? If you say no, my gosh, I mean, that's just flat out embarrassing. And I'm being straight up with you guys, right? Everybody's here because you want to make money, right? Not just, be cute and, look at each other all day and small talk, right? That's an incentive, but you want to make money, right? You want to know the features and benefits of the services. Now, some people are going to be more, should I call it, uh, technical than others, but that's why we all bring something to the table. Everybody has a strong point, but you need to know the basics, guys and gals, right? And of course, what you want to hear from your potential customer or team member who's considering getting the service is sign me up. You don't want them to be doubting. You want them to be ready to make money and everybody, start having some kind of residual income and bonuses coming in, right? Now, ACN has some incentives for you guys. If you guys don't have this, if you're not taking advantage of this, you are missing out. Who would like to have their cell phone service for free? I think everybody here, if you don't already have it for free. If you have your cell phone service for free, just please post it here. I've got my cell phone service for free. 5 Flash mobile accounts, not 5 lines. You get a free line for every 5 accounts, right? Some of us haven't paid a cell phone service in years. On our ID Seal, it's way better than a lot of other competitors, for lack of better words. Our identity theft protection and antivirus, especially because that are business owners, you have to get this. It's more comprehensive. Get 5 of those accounts. Yours is free. Energy, 12 energy accounts, either gas or electricity. Even if electricity is not available where you're at, you've got a nationwide business, ladies and gentlemen. You get the residual on the highest 12 energy accounts you have in your entire database. If you have 100 energy customers, whatever your hundreds are, right? Whatever your highest ones are, right? So moving on next. This is a bonus that's going to go away this month. Take a picture of this. You get an extra 300 for every 6 sets of energy accounts. And this is on top of the bonuses that you saw in the earlier part of this presentation, right? Now, if you have gas, you can actually get an extra $50 for every 6, right? If you have already electricity and gas is available, let's say, for example, in Ohio, in your area, by the way, that's what we're going to be in Ohio. Start making friends over there. We're going to be there in 3 months, right? You get an extra 25 if they add it on to an existing service. Let's say they've got gas, they add electricity, or vice versa. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's money on the table, right? Now, who would like to get a free iPad? Okay, let me see those hands going up. Oh, I see some 2 hands going up, right? I like the way you think, right? Going away on the 13th, you can get a free iPad, right? It's mailed to you for every Vivint home smart security system that you sell, right? In other words, somebody purchases from you. All we do is connect them with Vivint through our special phone number. If you don't have that, get it from whoever you're working with, and we connect them and they close it. Your customer is going to get a free outdoor camera as long as they get 1 camera in the system. Your customer is going to get a $150 gift card. They're going to get free installation, lifetime warranty on the equipment. My gosh, what more could you ask for? They're giving you guys, their money practically. You just got to work for it, right? Now, Flash Mobile, it's technically, I'm going to say this, right? It is, it's a T-Mobile Towers, right? We don't offer T-Mobile. I'm being, you can't say T-Mobile, but it's a T-Mobile Towers, and it's all prepay, right? No contracts, no credit checks. They don't need a social, no early termination fee. They can bring over their phone number, right? If they don't like it, which it's very hard to believe, they can cancel it. They keep their phone number, right? Now, on top of that, we have an incentive that as long as you're paying $50 or more on a plan, you get loyalty rewards every single month. In other words, it's a certain amount of points that you can use towards coupons, discounts, buy one, get one free in your local community, right? The promotion, write this down. If you get a 2-line unlimited plan with 50 gigabytes on each line, it's $80. $80 for a 2-line plan. That's a heck of a deal. And each line gets 50 gigabytes unlimited data after that, right? Plus, we talked about the 5 accounts, you get a free account, right? Moving on next, right? Next is DirecTV, satellite, right? Television, right? You as an independent business owner, you get $250 for every new activated customers that get the DirecTV Choice package or higher. All we do is put the order in on our websites, right? It's self-explanatory, right? If you don't have DirecTV for yourself, get it for yourself. You're going to get residuals, and then all you need is just one more. Do this before the month is over. That's $250 right there, right? Now, this is on top of the bonuses that we have every month. Now, on top of that, a customer promotion. This is for your customers. Your customer will get a $100 Visa reward card when they choose a DirecTV Choice package or higher. So it's a win-win for both of you all. We're going to show you the special words to acquire the customers so that we can work with your warm market. In other words, people that you know, right? And you can get a lot of customers that way. Next, this is crazy. We are expanding our portfolio of business services, right? Residential and business services. For example, right now, we have another bonus that this is for you guys, right? For every 2 AT&T customers, right, you get $100. Let me repeat that again. For every 2 AT&T customers, whether it's internet or wireless cell phone this month, orders must be activated no later than the 10th of April. You get an extra $100. Please take pictures with your phone or screenshot it, because trust me, you're going to be like, what was it promotion? and you're going to have to wait next week until we talk about this again. All right. Now, this is an epic business service we're so excited. We are going into the cloud communications industry. The company is called Intermedia, right? It had won an award in 2023, right, on PC Magazine. Now, what is Intermedia Cloud Communications? Take a picture of this, right? It's cloud communications customized for your business, any size of business, wherever you go, whenever, on any device, phone, video, chat, contact center, files, you get a cloud database and more, right? This is incredible. I love this, right? Now, elaborating on Intermedia. It's a leading proprietary means we created it. It's an AI-powered cloud communications collaboration. You can collaborate with your team members, businesses, companies can get this, right, for their company. It increases giving you a better productivity platform, video conferencing, contact center, voice, team chats, SMS. This is so much that you're getting for the cost of this service every month, right? Now, please scan this QR code. You do not want to miss this webinar if you want to be on the first come, first serve information on how more of Intermedia works, right? Now, the first 100 registrants, if they have been spots that haven't been really filled up, I'm pretty sure they are, have a chance to win a $10 gift card. And then attendees on it, they're going to raffle off, or they're going to give away, a $100 gift card. There's going to be 3 potential winners, right? So don't pass this up. This is the future, guys. A lot of you guys were asking about AI. Next, payroll services. This is incredible. ADP, it's a leader in payroll services and HR solutions. Write this down. Up to 40% off because of our relationship with ACN on payroll services for your customer, right? Would a business want to save up to 40% on payroll services? The smart answer would be yes, from a smart business owner. It's just the way it is. Next, what is ADP? It's a turnkey payroll HR system, 75 years in being business, right? Financial stability, services over 100 million businesses, ongoing compliance updates, right? Integration with other vendors through ADP. ADP has different products for different businesses. It's not a one size fits all. This service, ladies and gentlemen, ADP payroll services is a high points and high revenue, residuals for the life of the customer. This is going to be launching in April. There is going to be a webinar. This is what we call Lead Pass. While you want to know some basics, you know how the way we do with Vivint, we just connect them with Vivint, whether ACN Vivint specialists, that's all we do. We put their information on our website. They pick it up from there, just like our merchant services, right? Now, our other highest paying service is our Impact Health Sharing service, which is our not-for-profit health care. So it's an alternative to the high cost of health insurance, right? In many ways, it works better, feels better than insurance, right? And this is a service that is disrupting the insurance industry. Full disclosure, I am an insurance agent too. This particular service has been a lifesaver for a lot of people. They can go anywhere they want. There's no network, right? Open enrollment all year long, right? Now, when you're an independent business owner, you have to do this every 12 months. There's a 15 open book questionnaire. You don't have to be a master of it, but you have to know some basics. We were talking on the earlier slides, right? Moving on next, how do you acquire Impact Health Sharing customers, right? You ask a simple question. The number one reason why people don't succeed in business is because they never open their mouth. That's just a straight up truth. They never say anything. The question you need to ask, you can see it on number 1. Everybody say it with me. Are you open to getting a free quote on your healthcare costs? And you stay quiet. The person who speaks first loses, right? So they're going to say yes or no. If they say yes, you go to your website, make sure it's active. You give them a quote based on the oldest member. We don't need a background check. We don't need a medical exam. They don't got to go to a paramedic, right? They don't have to get blood drawn, right? It's the customer or the client is signed up on the honor system. If they love it, sign them up. They got a question, you don't want to get into it, you're going to put their information. There's a little lead capture on your website. They'll get a call within 24 to 48 hours from an impact consultant, answer all their questions. But that's still your job to follow up with them later on. Hey, did you get your appointment done? You know, what did you like most about what you saw? Can we get you enrolled? You get it? Right? And then ask for a referral. Just throw that in there. People ask, are there any savings with Impact Health Sharing? Check it out. This is somebody who went to a doctor, right? This was something pretty serious. The customer was charged $200,000 plus. If if this person didn't have Impact, they would be responsible for paying those $200 back to the provider, right? So the bill was sent to Impact. Impact said no way. They renegotiated the amount, knocked almost 180,000 down, knocked it down to 20,000. They said, you know what, Mr. Provider, we're not paying you 200,000. We're paying you 20,000 and change. And eligible sharing, in other words, what was paid by the other members, keep in mind, please set the right expectation. This is not health insurance. It's an alternative to the cost of health insurance, right? This person only had to pay 6,000 and change, compared to the 200,000. That they can make payment arrangements, however they take care of it. So think about it, right? We're making a difference. Now, to wrap up this section, because I know this was a very lengthy section, right, with all the new announcements, right? The approach to acquire customers from your warm market. In other words, people that you know or people that know of who you know, right? In other words, your network, right? Referrals, favor, why, help, support. Now we're going to give you some real life examples of how these magic words work, right? And if I could have, the assistance of a regional coordinator, Ms. Jessica, could you help us out? You're always smiling, have a great attitude.
Yes, of course.
Awesome. Thank you, Ms. Jessica, right? First of all, thank you for your leadership, right? So
You're welcome.
Ms. Jessica is a friend of mine, so I'm going to go through it. I'm not going to sound like a robot, but just, get an idea for the feel, all right? Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Jess, how's it going?
Oh, hey, David. It's going well. How are you, sir?
Doing fantastic. Now, I know you're at work, so I don't want to make it too long, but can you do me a huge personal favor?
Oh, sure. What is it?
You know what? I'm very passionate about a program that I'm working on. It offers essential services, and I called you, Jess, because I knew that you could help me out. Hey, Jess, look, the reason I'm doing this is because I've been doing real estate for 24 years. I love it, but I'm working 24/7. I want to start having more time for the family. You know how it is. And I'm super close to meeting a goal and a promotion. I need a few more customers by midnight tonight. Would you do me a huge favor, Jess? Support me and maybe try one of my services? It would mean a lot to me, really would.
Well, I can definitely relate on your job situation. And I would love to support you. You're going to get a promotion. That's amazing. Yes, count me in.
You know what, Jess? I knew I could count on you. Can I get you a quote on your healthcare?
Oh, yeah. You provide healthcare? That's amazing. I need it.
Awesome. Cool. Okay, what is your date of birth? Okay. You don't have to answer that. Let's give her a huge round of applause. Thank you, Jess. You're so awesome, right? Now, did you see how I kept it natural? I made it my own, but I stayed within the framework. Practice this with whoever you're working with, because if you don't practice, when you get on the line, you're going to freeze up, right? Closing tips to learn faster and get more customers. Start with being your own customer. Start with mastering 2 to 3 services. Don't get overwhelmed. Even to this day, I'm going to be honest with you. We have a lot of services, but I focus on certain services more than the others, right? Master the approach, practice it. There's a video where you can go over the favor, why, help, support. Now, next, we're going to go over how to build an army of customer getters, right? Now that you know everything that's on the table on the customers, who wants to build an army of customer getters? And I know we're going long on time, but hey, this is a special training here. So we're going to go all the way over to Michigan. We've got top producing regional director, entrepreneur, business owner, Mrs. Estella Williams. The digital stage is all yours.
Well, wow. Thank you so much, Mr. David Oliveris, for that amazing training. I'm back here like, man, if I could keep my same position and start all over again with the training that you guys have given tonight, it would definitely be well worth it. You all, let's give all of the leaders a hand. But again, my name is Estella Williams. I'm a regional director here with this amazing company. A little bit about my background. Prior to my getting involved with the company, I was literally working 8 to faint, burning the candle at both ends. I was working in the mortgage industry. I was working literally multiple career fields because literally I would, just trying to find that American dream. Literally, I mastered hustling, so to speak. I'll just say that. So, this opportunity, when it was presented to me, it just made sense. And I got involved with the company. Along the way, I met my husband, got married, and today we're blessed to be able to build this company and to build our business side by side. And Mr. David, one of the things that I'm so excited about, and so, that's such a blessing, from that event we were at this weekend at Dallas, we're still here in Dallas. So we get to build this business together side by side from anywhere on the go, from the palms of our hands. So this is what you have your hands on. So for those of you who've been invited on the call tonight, know that the person who invited you on this call, they saw something special in you. They wanted to invite you to be able to see, what we have our hands on here, because I want to ask everybody on this call, if you're building, when you're starting anything, or if you're going out for a sport, you want to pick some winners, right? You want to pick some people that you feel like have some talent, correct? You don't want to pick people that you don't think can win, right? So we're going to talk about building a team. And when we're talking, as we go into building a team, we're going to go, literally, you want the best of the best. So you're going to not only build your team, we're going to launch your business right out of the gate. So we can show you how to start building, earning residual income. So what you want to do right out of the gate, you want to get with your leader and set a private business Zoom right away within the first 24 to 48 hours. For those of you, regardless to how long you've been in the business, if you're on this call tonight, if you don't already have a Zoom on the books or 1 or 2 of them on the books, I strongly encourage you to do that, because your business is not open if you don't have a Zoom. If you don't have eyes on the business, your business is not open. So then you want to pick a time that works best for you and for your presenter. And then also you want to make a list of 100 names and numbers. And when you're making that list, do not prejudge. So who do you want to put on that list? Well, firstly, you want to put down business owners. Why business owners? Because business owners make decisions quickly and they change their minds slowly. So business owners, they're used to making these $299 decisions or $324 decisions all day long. And when they see this opportunity, they lose their minds, because to be able to understand that they can earn residual income doing something one time and being able to earn income on it over and over. Then you want to talk. See, I want to ask you guys, how would you all like to have a Mr. Marshall Stewart or Mr. David Oliveris? How many of you, by show of hands, would like to have Mr. David or Mr. Oliveris on your, Mr. Marshall on your team? Absolutely. So you want to put down people in the real estate industry, insurance industry, and then you want to put down medical professionals. Also, you want to put down people that have previous network marketing experience or even current network marketing experience, because I guarantee you, when they see what we have our hands on, ladies and gentlemen, because I venture to share with you whatever it is that they're offering, they have to convince people to purchase it. We don't have to convince people that they need lights and gas. We don't have to convince people that they need, cell phone service. We don't have to convince people of that, because these are services that they're already using anyway, and they're going to use them from now on. So all we're doing is allowing them to know that there's a better way for them to be able to get these services, and that they can make money on them. And then you want to put down your $100,000 earners. Now, why are you putting down those individuals? Because if they're making that much money, their chances are while they work a job, they're working that job as though they own that company. So they're typically salaried, but they're working as though they own the company. So they have a strong work ethic. Put them on the list and then put everyone else on the list. And you want to make sure that you invite and over invite, because can we agree that things happen? I'm not going to ask you guys this because I'm not going to put us all on blast tonight, but I'm sure everybody on this call, all of us have had an incident where we've been invited to something and we had the best intentions, but for some reason, sometimes things happen and you weren't able to show up, right? So this is why you want to over invite, because you want to get as many people in front of this opportunity as quickly as possible, because the people that get the most individuals in front of this information the fastest win. Now, this is how we're going. I want everybody, if you don't take a picture of anything else, and I hope you took a picture of the slide that Mr. Davis shared with you guys when he was sharing with you how to acquire customers. Please take a picture of this slide. This is very key. This is your winning lottery ticket. For those of you, if you ever hoped you would win the lottery, here's your chance. Even if they don't pull your number in the Mega Million, here's your chance for you to be able to help with your having an opportunity in winning the lottery. See, these are the words that work, and these words truly do work. Mr. Mike Mazer said it best. He said, when my words start coming out of your mouth, then my money, basically you will actually start to have his bank account. So how many of you wouldn't mind having his bank account? So let's start having his words come out of your mouth. So I'm gonna do a role play really quickly. I'm gonna ask my friend. She's one of the happiest people I know. She's a new mother, new mom. I don't know if she can, but I'm praying she can. She's a happy person. She's the most bubbly person I know. I'm going to ask Miss Charlene Wayanka to role play with me. Now, Charlene is not just, she's my friend, firstly. Let me say that. So when I'm calling her, I'm not sounding like a robot. I'm not sounding scripted. You don't want to call people, sounding like you're reading a script, because firstly, they're going to sit there and be like, what are you reading? And why are you sounding like that? So you just want to be your genuine self. So I'm going to call her up. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Charlene, this is Estella. How you doing?
Hi, Estella. I'm great. Great to hear from you.
Listen, girl, I only got a minute. I'm running out the door. But listen, I know this is probably a crazy question, but do you look at other ways of making money this year?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Actually, the baby just got to the age where he's sleeping through the night. So we're getting more sleep, which means I can put him on a routine. And actually, we're praying for my husband's work right now because they're doing a lot of layoffs. So yeah, we're definitely looking.
Oh, wow. So it sounds like I called just in time. And listen, I apologize. I got to get there and see the baby before he starts college. This is crazy. We definitely got to set up something and get together. So listen, Charlene, this is why, I don't know if you know this, but my dad has been having some really serious health issues. And, with my health being what it is since that accident, me doing a 9 to 5 just is not something that's going to happen. And that's why I started looking. And I'm so excited because I actually met an individual that's having massive success expanding an online business with essential services. Now, his name is Mr. Jonathan Thomas. Now, I don't know how I was able to do it, Charlene, but I actually was able to get Mr. Thomas to give me 15 to 20 minutes of his time tomorrow evening at 6:30 on a Zoom. He's going to be sharing with me and just a small group that I'm inviting to what he's going to share with us what he's doing. Can I put you down for coming?
Yeah, definitely. And how long does it take?
That's a great question. Again, That's a great question. I don't know all of the answers, but what I do know is, you know, Mr. Jonathan Thomas is having a lot of success, and based on the success that he's having, he's going to be sharing everything with us. Now, it's probably, as I mentioned, it'll probably be about 15 to 20 minutes. He won't, because again, he's not going to have a lot of time. That's why, I mean, I'm really humbled just to be, if I can just be very transparent with you, Charlene. I'm truly you know, just excited that he's even given me this time in his schedule, because he's so busy and very successful. The fact that he's even taken out this time for me. So, you know, can I put you down for coming?
Yeah, definitely. 15, 20 minutes I can do. I'll ask my husband to babysit. But yeah, 15, 20 minutes I can do that for sure. And
Okay.
There's no commitment or anything. I could just take a look and see, you know, like you said, evaluate it with you.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Now, because again, it may or may not be for you. Just trust me. It's only going to be about 15 to 20 minutes. So can I send you the link so we can evaluate it together?
Yes, definitely.
And do you know what, Shar, since your husband is, you know, facing a possible layoff, why don't you invite him too? And because of the fact that, you know, with you guys being married, you know, I'm sure just as God sees you as one, it probably just, I know if you're anything like me and my husband, just see it together so that, you know, both of you can be able to have an educated conversation about it.
Okay, we can do that. We have our teenager here. She can watch for 15, 20 minutes. Both of us can be on.
Okay, awesome. So listen, just so you know, either Mr. Thomas or someone from his executive office will be giving you a reminder call. And so if you see a number you don't recognize, please be sure to take the call. And do me a favor, jump on about 5 minutes early, because he's actually gonna, I can't wait to introduce you to him. This gentleman is so, you know, not, you know, aside from him being successful, he's just very down to earth, a man of God, and just someone I highly regard. Now, these are words that don't work. Notice that when she, and I want you guys to notice when she asked me, how much time is it? Now, I'd already told her 15 to 20 minutes. Notice I didn't go back to trying to, well, I said, notice I still use the script. So this, regardless of what they ask you, if they ask you your name, that's a great question. So the words that don't work is ACN is $29.99, $299, $5 a month. We got AT&T. Oh, we got ADP coming. It's some company called Intermedia coming, and you know, we got Vivid. And don't do that, please, because you will overwhelm people. They will shut down and they will say, oh, never mind. I'm not going to ask, has anyone ever done that? Because if we're honest, we all have. But we've learned better, I pray. So here's your Zoom meeting checklist and etiquette. Please take a picture of this. You want to make sure that you send out your text message reminder to your guests prior to 15 minutes prior to your Zoom meeting or your home meeting. Now, also, you want to make sure that you send over your reminder, your confirmation list. Whoever that you've invited and they said yes, you need to send that list to your speaker so that they can confirm the guests or have them confirm. Make sure that you have a professional background. Don't have clothes and dogs, cats, and rabbits in the background jumping over stuff. Have the animals put up, kids put away. Your guests are watching you. Make sure that you have great lighting. Make sure that you test your microphone in the video. Welcome your guests as they come on, because and make sure that you introduce them to the speaker and hold all of your questions. This is not the time for you to get trained. This is not the time for you to try to ask questions. Hold all of the questions and make sure that you ask your guests to hold all questions, because you don't want this presenter to be the bad guy. So pay attention to the speaker. Make sure, again, there are no distractions, and please don't interrupt whatever you do. And here is your Zoom. Here's our call to action. Let's complete your Zoom meeting within the next 24 to 48 hours, because if you guys are anything like me, see, my team and I, we've set a goal of showing up in Cleveland with 100 strong. I challenge every one of you on this call, every one of us on this team. See, we are a team. That means together everyone achieves more. So we're showing up in Cleveland, Ohio, with an army, as a team, as a cohesive unit. So I encourage every one of you, let's go after this with a vengeance. And so with that, I'd like to bring to the digital stage at this time a gentleman who needs no introduction. He is one of the best in the business. He has been documented in the company repeatedly. He holds the position of regional vice president on paper, but we know in essence, he is a senior vice president. So at this time, I'd like to bring back to the digital stage top producing regional vice president, soon to be senior vice president and beyond, Mr. Jonathan Thomas. This call is over to you, sir.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Stella. Thank you guys for all your training, and thank you guys for logging on, being diligent with your time. I like to respect people's time. So guys, I'm gonna jump right into it. Thank you so much for hanging on, but we're gonna close out the training with the last training, which is mindset and events. Now, the one thing about mindset, guys, it is the reason that you will be able to see success, because the training is great. All of this information is great. All of it is great. You know, the trainers are great. Everybody is great until you get to the mindset part and you realize, oh, it takes some work. Oh, I got to do this. Oh, you mean to tell me I got to actually get customers? Oh, you mean to tell me I got to talk to people? So mindset, listen, all the other trainings is great, but if we don't talk about mindset, guys, all of that was just, we had a great call. we had some smiling faces, and we got on here and we saw great business. So guys, make sure you make a decision tonight. Not just a decision to get started, because I think that's irrelevant. I think everybody should get started. Listen, what happened in the economy and what's about to happen, everybody should get started. Get paid on your bills. You got to pay bills for the rest of your life. Why would you pass that up? Anyway, let's talk about the real decision. The real decision is, are you going to win? That's the real decision. Getting started, to me, that's a no-brainer. You can get a tax write-off for just getting started. That's over $300. Trust me, I know. So just make the decision to win tonight. Determine your why. I want everybody to write down your why. That's really the main thing that's going to make you move. Write down your why. And I'm going to go through this pretty fast, but just understand, write down your why. And when you write down your why, it should make you cry. What I mean by this, look at number 5. It says never quit. Look at my shirt. It says never give up. Let me stop the share. It says never give up. See, I wouldn't give up. Why would you give up on your why? See, some of y'all think y'all gonna give up on the business. No, what you're giving up is on your kids that you said you wanted to do this for. What you're giving up is your spouse that you said you were doing this for. What you're giving up is your freedom from that job that is enslaving you. That's what you're giving up on your dream. So make sure that you understand, it's not about a business. It's about, what are you planning to do? Is this a vehicle that's going to get you time freedom? Does that make sense, everybody? So write down your why. That's going to get you fueling and ready to go. That's going to get you to the events. That's going to get you to get on a Tuesday night call when we're usually in at 8 o'clock and we're 8:20. That's the only reason that I'm here, is because I care about my why. So guys, write that why down. So let's move on. The other thing I want to tell you guys is there's an emotional roller coaster. Listen, there's ups and downs in everything. There's ups and downs. You know, you're going to talk to some people, they're going to say no. I'm just giving it to you straight. They're going to say no. They're going to say, I don't understand how you get paid on people paying bills. I don't understand. I'm out. And then you're going to find somebody that's going to say, how can I not do this? It makes no sense not to. So guys, just ride the wave, keep the bar down, it's normal. Okay. Focus on your why. Now the mindset is, the key is understanding you could put people in categories. They're either a red apple, which is people that say yes, or there's people that are a maybe. They're green apples, no problem with them. And then there's the rotten apples, and you know, we don't talk about them that much. Love them from afar, right? But you ain't gonna put them in the same basket as the yes, maybe, red apple, green apple, right? So understand that it's sorting. And here's the thing I want you to tell you about Mr. Stella's training. When you ask people that question, are you open-minded to other ways to make money? what you're really saying to them is, what color is your apple? Right? That's really what you're saying. Are you a red apple, green apple, brown apple, or rotten apple? Let me know when I ask that question, and you're going to sort it out. All right. So here's the 4-step system, guys. Congratulations, everybody. Tonight you attended a basic training. Listen, this is just a basic training. Understand that there are more trainings. You're not going to get everything on one night. So just make sure you come back next Tuesday. Now, you want to get qualified. That's the main thing you want to do. And you want to host a Zoom meeting. Okay. If you haven't hosted a Zoom meeting tonight, make sure you get into these breakout rooms and set up a Zoom meeting, the date and time. And then, of course, Friday Night Leadership, we're going to talk more about the comp plan and the system and everything on a Friday Night Leadership class. But you have to be customer qualified to attend that class. So get that done as soon as possible. And, of course, you want to attend your local and national event. Guys, the next event, you heard it first. It was, I'm going to skip the video for now, but just understand Cleveland, Ohio is where we'll be next. June 22nd, June 23rd. Register for that event early. Make sure you get your accommodations early, because then you're going to have team members that are going to come into your business, and they're going to need to go to that event to see massive success. So guys, make sure you register for this event. It's the next event. And I get to close it out by saying, listen, when we jump into breakout rooms, get customer qualified right away. All right. Don't delay your promotion. Then you want to learn how to properly invite. If you're new on this call, make sure you go back and forth with your mentor to learn how to invite. And then the last thing, of course, is enrolling for the next live event, guys. So I appreciate you guys hanging with us tonight. I thank you guys for taking your time out. I know we went a little long tonight, but I hope we went strong tonight. Does that make sense? I hope you guys are on a path trajectory to see massive success with these new services. You are at the right place at the right time. Just take the right action is all I ask for you guys tonight. So I'm going to jump right into the breakout rooms. God bless.